Hello there, and welcome to day number 62 on the road to 2000 ELO Rapid Series. My laptop just crashed in the middle of a game before this, so we lost a little bit of rating. Good stuff. But, it is what it is, and we're working with what we got. So, 1790 right now, and playing with the black pieces against somebody from Mexico. Love to see that. Let's see, what we got here. I'm playing, I have no clue what I'm doing, to be honest. But, it'll work out. We're going to take this pawn over here. I don't think it walks into any big problems if knight takes. And probably just a mass liquidation of pieces. It's not that big of a deal. I could probably not go for this trade. Knight takes, queen takes is also an option because after bishop takes, there's knight takes. We could just allow our pawns to be doubled. We could also go knight e7. It might be a little too passive, though. Another option is just going knight e5, which I kind of like, actually. Although knight e5 walks into f4 ideas. But then f4, queen here. A lot to consider this way. Knight e5 here, bishop takes and knight takes. And I guess we can just move our knight. Let's try this. Let's give it a go. This is not a threat. They can just wait it out, but I don't know, for some reason I just don't like this for white as much. I could also just play c6, which seems like a nice move, alleviating some of the tension. c6, b5 looks promising. I'm just building on the queen side over here. Maybe even c5. c5 seems like it's a little unintuitive. Queen b6 looks like a nice idea, I will say. Because where's the knight gonna go? Not many squares, really. It doesn't hit the knight right away, though. It is protected by the queen, so maybe we should just develop a piece. Play calmly. Think about this one a little bit more. Developing can't hurt, right? Let's bring our knight onto f6. I don't see any immediate threats being made by my opponent. Well, that is an immediate threat being made by my opponent. I stand corrected. Yes. Ooh, I did not think this through, eh? Knight g6 only move. I guess I could play here, but then f5 just comes in and disconnects my pieces. I'd have to go knight h6 afterwards, which honestly I don't hate. This seems much more annoying. If I go knight g4, is there a way to cut any of the defenses of my knight? e5 takes. Knight takes back. Maybe we try this? This feels dangerous, though. It feels like I'm missing something. Here. And just knight back. I don't like going to g6. Just because I don't really see a future for that knight anywhere. We'll try this. If it's a blunder, we'll learn. Okay, interesting. I see the vision. Do I see the vision? I mean, they're trying to cut off the defense of the knight, so I'm gonna have to take this knight as well. Unless if I want to slide it back. But I kind of want to take... I don't really mind. Double pawns seems okay for me, and like, this is a pretty big weakness. I could even play h5 here, and it's not the worst thing in the world. h5, h3, knight back. Bishop takes, knight takes. Let's do it. Let's go h5. I'm probably gonna have to play bishop e7 at some point. Seems very rational, especially now that this is threatened. And I don't even think we're gonna castle, really. Oh, wow, this does not seem like the right way to play. I mean, isn't this a huge weakness for my opponent? I can't help but feel like it is. We're going to take with the pawn here. Is there a way to dislodge my knight? I don't see one. We'll play king here when we can. And, yeah, my idea is to play queen f8. Or rook e8, just defending this square, and then sliding the bishop out. It looks promising. Okay, what's his plan here? Just bringing another rook in, probably. I don't see anything else that this bishop move accomplishes. So yeah, let's go with the idea here. Queen f8 to play rook e8. Does this do anything? Maybe threatening this. But I can just slide my king out of the way. And I think I should be okay. Let's see, what's the plan here? Going after these pawns. Can I not just play, like, b6? He might be able to sack a bishop, honestly. It's not out of the question at all. But yeah, this just doesn't seem right to me. Like, we'll go bishop here. And the plan is to develop a knight onto the square if I can. I don't know, this just seems really good for me. Perhaps I'm missing something. Here also. Can I go for this now? G6. Queen h6. We can just try trading pieces. I want to come out with the forcing ideas. I have 5 minutes on the clock. That's a pretty good amount of time. Curious if I could do something like that. This is definitely forcing, I will say. So let's go. Let's go for this. Okay. Taking the pawn doesn't seem like the right idea. And now we can probably just work on... Oh, then we have this. I'm curious if I can just go here and then here. Because if pawn takes, I mean, that just doesn't seem right. It opens a huge attack on me. Yeah, so this looks really good. No checks. Okay, that's a nice move that I didn't really consider too hard. I guess I could just go queen e7. He's going to play g3. And we'll just go back here now. And yeah, his bishop can't really... Well, he can move here, I guess. Yeah, that is a move. It's a little annoying. You can probably play rook e8, though. After rook takes, queen takes, queen takes. Wait, am I losing here? It might be worse. It's gonna get tricky, especially with 3 minutes on the clock. Okay, well... We'll have to take. Probably have to go here. Yeah, time pressure is hard to deal with. Curious about this. Oh, interesting. Okay, can I target this pawn at all? Let's go here first, and then we're gonna try to play like g6. Really? That's smart, I guess. It's probably playing here, but I mean, that feels so drawish. Okay. I mean, he can probably force a trade, can he? Okay, well, now I have a free pawn. I'm not complaining. I mean, is this a threat? No, not right now. This is definitely a threat. I can tell you that for sure. Bishop here, I guess, and it's fine, but queen here first, maybe. I don't know. This feels better for me, even though I have 3 minutes on the clock. We gotta go into blitz mode. But, I like my odds here. I will say, I like my odds. Okay. Now, how can I win this game? Let's go here. Trying to go this way. Also blocking the pawn. Little blockade with the queen. Love those. Walk away from the checks. Nothing here. And now I'm, actually hitting g6 as well, so might not be the most accurate move by my opponent. Yeah, okay, there we go. And we got a blunder. Oh, do we have a blunder? Perhaps not. Maybe it's a blunder on my end. Yeah, we'll just take the pawn. I'm not going to think too hard about that. Here. Ooh, that becomes scary, actually. Wait, I think I might have messed this up. Oh, I'm playing too fast. I feel like I'm probably losing this game, actually. Do I have a way to save this? Takes, pawn push, and I'm practically done. So I feel like I gotta go for attacking ideas now. Maybe you got perpetuals? Okay, I don't think taking was the right move there. Here. Let's go all the way back. And now we can, our queen's stuck, but at least it's just stopped. I don't know, I don't like my chances. I will say that. Let's just move up, walk into checks. That seems silly. Go here. I think I'm dropping this pawn. I hope he takes. Fingers crossed. You never know. Oh, he's gonna go this way, eh? Yeah, I think I lost the game. It's a nice way to win. The good news is oh, whoopsies. Terrible. Yeah, I guess 3 hours of sleep will do that to you. Resignation incoming. Okay, let's take a look at the analysis. Well, I checked game review and I played this with 58% accuracy, so that's something. Let's see exactly how it played out. We got e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop b5. Here, I always play a6 against the Ruy Lopez. I'm clearly not awake yet, and I decided to go d6, which is not a bad move, but it's not what I'm used to. And this led to me going into a position where I just didn't really know what I was doing. Here, I'm already worse after f4. I thought f4, I was fine. I saw this move. But, I should realize that after f4, the only really good square for my knight that's viable here is actually probably just knight g6, or knight c6. And, yeah, you can even just take here and double the pawns. This leads to a significantly worse position for me. So, yeah, didn't know what I was doing here. Although my opponent also didn't really know. And, I guess that's the benefit of not playing mainline stuff all the time is you get your opponents unprepared as well, and here I'm much worse after h3. They don't play h3, and now I'm much better. Oh wow. Queen b6 check. Queen b6 check. Wow, that's nice. Essentially, pretty much the only move is king e1, and I mean that just comes with knight f2. Very simple tactic. I don't know how I missed it. I mean, I do know. Once again, I'm tired. I'm gonna just blame it on that, alright? But yeah, I should probably be able to see those. And yeah, we end up going into a position where black is better. I mean, just the advantage is visible. I have an open H file to attack. My pieces are better. My king's a little less safe, but white can't really do anything about it. And here I just go a little too slow with my initiative. I should develop my queen to a square where it can pose threats. Here attacking the pawn on f5. And, you know, ideas on this diagonal as well. But anyways, this was my long-term plan, and what I missed is that it eventually leads to just a consolidation by trading off a lot of pieces here. So knight e4, knight takes, rook takes, and this was a mistake, actually. Because, yeah, so you know, this is one of those things, and I talked about this in my latest video as well. When you play for ideas, you should always consider your opponent's best counterattack or response. Here, I mean, it's a very nice idea, the bishop sacking a pawn to be able to play a move that skewers the queen and rook. But in this case, they just play queen f3, and it's an obvious move if you just consider one step further down the line, which poses a counter threat, and you gotta address that. Because now if I just take the rook, I mean, queen takes rook, and I'm significantly worse here. So, interesting stuff, and an example of how I should probably follow my own advice as well. And after this move, I decided to protect my rook. g3 was played, and yeah, we go into a position where I consolidate by trading off pieces, but I'm down a pawn, and this is just straight up worse for me. I didn't realize it was worse for me. I thought I had practical chances here, just because of, you know, the pawn structure that white has. I didn't really like white's pawns on the f-file. And here I'm actually fine. This queen h5 only move, and I'm glad I found it, winning the pawn on f5, and my big mistake was allowing this h-pawn to go unpunished and advance further and further into my territory till it was too late. I couldn't really do anything. Taking this pawn obviously leads to disaster because they can play g7 and win this pawn as well. So, yeah, and my only chance here was to go for, like, perpetuals eventually, and yeah, I just sacked the... Oh, my mouse. Whoopsies. But yeah, I just, time pressure, blundered a full queen, and that's game. I mean, I was going to lose this anyways, so it is what it is. It was a fun game, though. 58% accuracy, not the best, not exactly a highlight. But, like I said, I've been traveling for 2 months now. I'm staying in a hostel right now, so sorry about the vacuum noise in the background if you hear it. It's not the best environment to actually practice and study chess on a day-to-day. I will be doing that very seriously as soon as I'm back home in Canada, which will be in about 10 days time, so I'm looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I do still want to play every day. You know, I think that a big part of improving at nearly anything is consistency, and I want to be consistent in my efforts to actually play and practice. So that's what you're getting for now, and we'll focus a little bit more in the future. Thanks for watching, though. Appreciate y'all, and let me know in the comments if you got anything to say about this game. It was an interesting game, to be fair. A lot of blunders all around, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Adios, take care. See you next time. Goodbye.